Like if you're around, Ellen from our AVP group, please see the awesome announcer Dave Shaw at the referee. Oh, there you are. I got you. Never mind. I'll come to you. I'll come to you. If you're in the middle of something, I'll come to you, bro. No worries at all. I just want to introduce you to somebody. Check 1, 2. You can't unsee it, bro. You can't unsee it.
Welcome back to Virginia Beach for the Virginia Beach Open. We're here for a AVP Tour Series stop. This is the 11th event of our 16-event schedule here on the AVP Tour this year. After this one, we will be heading to our Tier 1 Gold Series in Chicago. And we'll have a couple more events throughout the year. I'll talk more about that in just a few moments. I am Jacob Justice, your host for the weekend. Here on center court now, we have on the left side of your screen, that at the service line there is actually Tyler Penberthy, paired up with Frank Field at the net right now, taking on the 1 seed Kyle Friend and Tim Brewster. Kyle Friend with a set into the middle for Tim Brewster into the angle.
Brewster coming out of the right side, puts it down for the kill.
We have 2 all here on center court. Thank you to our referee, Rick Banis, who is also one of our crew members, but does a fantastic job as a referee. And Frank Field with a soft shot out of the middle, just out of the reach of Tim Brewster. Tim and Kyle are playing together for their 7th event here on the AVP Tour this year. Took a 7th in Denver, a 2nd in Wapaka, which gave them their main draw bid into Manhattan Beach, a 3rd in Atlantic City, and I believe they're also going to be into the main draw in Chicago from their Seaside top finish. Both players played with different partners in Muskegon. Not the finishes they wanted at that tournament, but they have been taking on this tour by storm. Tim Brewster, the 22-year-old out of Los Angeles, California in Manhattan Beach. This is his 22nd AVP event. Tim had never played in a main draw prior to this season, but he has had a heck of a run. Kyle, the 33-year-old out of Boca Raton, but currently resides in Newport Beach, California. Played at Long Beach State after he graduated. Played professionally in Switzerland, Sweden, and Germany. This is his 30th AVP tournament with 7 different partners. Kyle's had a best finish 9th 4 times. On the other side of the net, though, Tyler Penberthy and Frank Field. This is their 2nd time playing this year, so this duo also played in Muskegon, advanced from the qualifier and took a 17th place. But Frank Field, the 27-year-old out of Rhode Island, played at Durham University and the University of Rhode Island on the club team. This is his 14th event with his 9th different partner. Career best 17th place, but last week in Manhattan Beach earned his first payday in Pro Beach Volleyball after going through the qualifier. Tyler Penberthy up at the net right now. 27 years old out of Buffalo, New York. Little shot picked up there from Field and put away for a transition dig and kill. Frank Field.
Numbers are hard. It's not basketball. We don't go by twos. Thank you. Appreciate you.
Tyler Penberthy's currently pursuing an MBA from the University of Buffalo and playing in his 7th AVP event. Played once in 2018 in Chicago, but all the other events have come this season. Made some noise in Wapaka after getting through the qualifier and then taking a 3rd place. Sorry, that's a 5th place in Wapaka, not a 3rd. But we have 5-6 now. Tim Brewster and Kyle Friend trailing just by 1 here in the first set. We're going to play a match that's going to be 2 sets to 21. And if we need to, we'll play a 3rd set to 15. Ace serve from Tim Brewster. Sorry, that is Kyle Friend back at the service line in that beautiful orange slunks hat. So we're going to be tied up 6-all now. This is our round of 16 for the men's winners bracket. If you want to go check out the bracket, you can over on avpamerica.bracketpal.com. You can see the men's and women's bracket, as well as see the results from the qualifier yesterday, which I played in. Unfortunately, did not do too well, but it happens. Tim Brewster, the swing out of the middle, turning it back. Big lefty out of Manhattan Beach. We're going to switch sides, 7-all now. Tim and Kyle playing extremely well this season. Some good top finishes for both of them, as well as earning their way into some main draws, especially two of the big ones. All three of the big ones, actually. They were in Atlanta. They'll be in Chicago, and they just played last week in Manhattan Beach. Tyler Penberthy, the great dig there. Picked up. And Kyle Friend with a swing through the top of the block of Frank Field. So we'll have 8-7.
8-7. We got Timmy back to the side. Timmy Brewster.
Tim Brewster at the service line now, 8-7. Down the line of Frank Field, option pokey from Tyler Penberthy, picked up by Brewster. Good block touch there from Penberthy. Oh, and Tim Brewster beats the Kong block down the line. Little 360 there from Tim to get that dig, but gets up and puts it away off the great set there from Kyle Friend. Tim Brewster getting the block call there from Kyle Friend up at the net. Kyle Friend wanting to turn that back down the line, but a little bit of a missed contact there. We'll send that long of the end line. We have 10-7 now for Brewster and Friend. 3-point run for them now. After switching sides at 7-all. Short serve down the line of Frank Field from Tim Brewster, and that is a double call on Tyler Penberthy from our official. And we're going to have a timeout here from Penberthy and Field. 7-11. Going to talk some strategy over. Don't go anywhere. We have some more volleyball coming at you in just a couple moments.
This song goes out to Tristan Register. Because you do have the super bass. And you got my heart going. Boom, 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 boom. Is that Spanish? Is that incognito Spanish?
Want to take a quick moment to thank one of our sponsors, KT Tape, helping athletes of all levels train longer and finish stronger. KT Tape. Players returning to the court here to start our next match. I'm sorry, the rest of our first set. Going to be approaching our technical timeout here in the first set in just a few points.
11-7.
Dave Barnes walking by, one of our officials. Deep float serve from Tim Brewster onto Frank Field. Nobody up the net. And a little scoop dig from Tim Brewster. Nobody up. Dug by Penberthy. Tim Brewster playing a little bit of tennis here. And a swing high off the top of the block for Tyler Penberthy will get them the side out, 8-11.
You might as well just call him a shovel, because that's all he does is dig. That's Timmy Brewster out there. He does huge shovel. Penberthy sits on the top of the block to make it 8-11.
Come on, Frankie, right here, dude.
Frankie Field back to serve.
Frank Field back at the service line now. On to Tim Brewster. Set into the middle, and a cut shot from Tim Brewster will fall for a point. 12-8 now. We're going to take our technical timeout. Next point. Kyle Friend back at the service line now. Penberthy and Field going to be looking to get a nice, good rhythm here. The side out. Keep that deficit only down to 3, and just like that, Tyler Penberthy with the option ball. And we have 9-12 as we head into our technical timeout. This will occur in every match today, so 21st point of every set, we will take a timeout that both teams can grab some water. It is a hot day out here in Virginia Beach. 82 degrees already, and it's about 10:30 in the morning. Humidity making it feel closer to about 86, 87 here. So making sure our players are staying hydrated. Huge thank you to one of our sponsors, Waikea Water, for hooking it up. We got a couple pallets that we are dishing out to all of our players, keeping them nice and hydrated. Hawaiian volcanic water, sustainably sourced and naturally alkaline. Live aloha, drink Waikea.
Big shout out to our crew, all of us that are enjoying these nets, the tents, the shade, the ball, everything that was set up by our amazing AVP crew working over the last few days, and here at, I believe, 7 or 6:45 this morning, just to make sure everything went on time. So thank you and shout out to all of you.
Going to get back to the action here in just a moment. This is our round of 16. So Penberthy and Field already played one this morning. They played Mesco and Losick. Won the first one 24-22, and then the second 21-17. That put them here on court 1, where Tim and Kyle had a bye. They earned that by being the 1 seed, so they are the top seed here in this tournament. So they're going to be looking to make a good run here. So Tyler Penberthy will be back at the service line coming out of the technical. On to Kyle Friend. A little back set run. Dug by Penberthy. Another dig by Tyler. Frank Field is set into the middle. And Tyler Penberthy exploding that ball into the angle. Wow, 2 great digs from the big guy.
For being 6'7", the dude gets down to dig a ball. I love it. I love that choices. Tyler Penberthy actually put in about a lifetime of hours at Chippewa to experience.
Not super often you see a big guy like Tyler Penberthy play some outstanding defense, but he's already gotten a couple digs here so far. But Kyle Friend will side out. With a nice set from Tim Brewster into the deep corner over the top of the block of Frank Field, and that will have Tim Brewster back at the service line now. Float serve now from Tim. On to Frank Field. And a little chopper past the block of Kyle Friend will fall for a side out. 11-13, just a 2-point deficit now for Field and Penberthy. Top spin serve now from Frank Field onto Kyle Friend. Nice high set there from Tim, and a chopper high line for Kyle Friend. Nice patience and minding of the block of Penberthy there. Keeping it out of the reach of Frank Field. Kyle back to the service line. Top spin to Penberthy. Dug by Brewster. Kept alive by Kyle Friend. Free ball in. Pokey picked up by Brewster. And put away. Great hustle there from Kyle Friend into our mesh line there. And that's going to have 15-11 now. A 4-point lead. Just past the halfway point of the second set. So we'll play 2 sets. This first one here, 15-11 now for Brewster and Friend. Option ball from Frank Field. Taking the option away from his partner there. 12-15 now. Tyler Penberthy will be back to serve and play defense. Big Slick. He's going to go with the float serve. Short down to Kyle Friend. And a block for point. Kyle Friend. Oh, man. Frank Field read that swing the entire way from Kyle and puts that one away. We're going to switch sides, 13-15. That serve is going to be just out of bounds. After the block for points. So 16-13 now for Brewster and Friend back at the service line. Tim with a float serve short to Frank Field. And a great swing into the angle. Frank Field.
Come on, hey, one right here, partner. Let's go.
I love the concept there from Penberthy. Even I got a little bit confused by it.
So 14-16 now. Frank Field going with the topspin serve. And an ace serve for Frank Field down the line of Kyle Friend. Brings the deficit to 1. 15-16 now. Another topspin coming from Frank Field. This one to Tim Brewster. Option ball from Kyle Friend. Put away for a side out. Gonna have 17-15. Believe that will be Kyle back to serve now. Topspin serve from Kyle now. Deep to Frank Field. Oh, and a touch there from Tim Brewster, but Frank Field putting the inside out on the shoulder. Put that one away for a side out. Tyler Penberthy doing a great job of the net minding there, keeping that set off, giving Frank a good opportunity to rip that ball away. Short float from Penberthy on to Friend. Picked up by Penberthy. Pokey long of the end line. That transition dig. Just not able to convert, and Brewster and Friend will get the side out. So 18-16 now, 2-point lead. Penberthy and Field are going to need to earn a reel if they're going to send this into extra innings or pull this set out. There is a great high line there from Tyler Penberthy to put that one away. We're going to switch sides, 17-18. Frank Field back at the service line. See if he's going to rock that topspin serve still. Picked up by Friend and blown up into the angle. Kyle Friend with an absolute rip of a swing. 19-17 now, just 2 points away from taking this first set. But Penberthy and Field with an opportunity to side out here. Serve off the top of the tape, picked up by Penberthy. Wow, what a dig from Tim Brewster. Oh, and another dig for Tim. Opportunity to put this one away. Swings through the top of the block and down. Tim Brewster. Take a look at that dig there. Great view there from our friends over at Streamography, bringing you all the audio and visual here for the live stream. And Tim, just a great swing there through the top of the block of Frank Field. And we have set point number 1, 20-17. So Kyle Friend at the service line now. See if he's going to keep that top spin going. On a tough serve there. Picked up by Penberthy. And put away by Tyler for a side out. So still an opportunity with set point number 2 for Friend and Brewster. But Tyler Penberthy is going to be back at the service line. 18-20. They're going to need to rattle off 2 in a row. But serve onto Kyle Friend. Out at the pin. Chop shot put away down the line. Kyle Friend, 21-18 here. Nice soft shot. Penberthy trying to juke him out there on defense, but Kyle Friend putting that one away. 21-18. Don't go anywhere. We have set number 2 coming up in just a little while.
Dear mainland, aloha. My brother and I hear that most of you only disable your phones when you fly. You call it airplane mode. But maybe you don't have to get on a plane to get away, yeah? Allow my brother to demonstrate. You know what we call this? Kona mode. One life, right? Mahalo.
Longboard Island Lager and Big Wave Golden Ale from Kona Brewing.
We all know it's a good idea to recycle. But what happens to that aluminum can or all that paper after you put it in the recycling bin? Where does it go? What does it become in its second life? See how WM is always working for a sustainable tomorrow at WM.com/stories.
Another day brighter now that we've got
Welcome back to set number 2 here on center court. This is our winners bracket, round of 16. We have back at the service line Tim Brewster and Kyle Friend taking on Tyler Penberthy and Frank Field. Brewster and Friend, I believe, took the first point there. Nice high set there from Frank Field, off the head of Kyle Friend, but good side out there from Penberthy and Field. So 1-1 here. Brewster and Friend took the first set 21-18. The winner of this match will go on to play the winner of the match that's currently going on in court 5. So that's Chris Vaughn. Happy birthday to him. He's turning 29 years old today. Partnered up with Jeff Samuels, and they are playing against Travis Mewrder and J.M. Plummer. So the winner of that match will play the winner of this one, as Tyler Penberthy has a serve just long of the end line. So 2-1 lead now. Nice high set there from Frank Field into the middle, and Tyler Penberthy with a pokey over his shoulder and into the court. Take another look at this. Oh, beautiful shot there from Tyler Penberthy. Just finding that open sand. So we're tied up all here, 2-2. And a big rip from Frank Field will be long of the end line. So 3-2 now. Tim Brewster back at the service line. 22-year-old out of UCLA. And Kyle Friend with a good block touch there. Wow, what a play from Frank Field and Tyler Penberthy, recycling off the block of Kyle Friend. We're tied up 3-all here on center. We're going to switch next point every 7. Oh, and a high line there from Kyle Friend. We'll put that one away, giving them the lead 4-3 as we switch sides. Kyle Friend back at the service line, 4-3. Staying aggressive with the topspin serve. On to Frank Field. Nobody up, nobody home. Frank Field marking his territory with that ball mark. Good swing here. Good elevation there from Frank Field, and put that one away. Topspin serve now from Frank Field. Ooh, a little off speed. Oh, beautiful set there from that pokey is just going to be long of the end line there. So real point earned for Penberthy and Field. We're going to have 5-4. Frank Field, another off-speed topspin serve. Good set there from Tim Brewster, and Kyle Friend with a swing through the top of the block for a side out. It's 22-year-old Tim Brewster back at the service line, standing 6'0". Kyle Friend's getting some help from our official, cleaning off the sunglasses.
Served out.
And a swing just a bit low out of the middle from Frank Field. And that will give Brewster and Friend the lead now, 6-5.
We're going to change it as soon as I find a couple A's. Sorry, bud.
Tim Brewster with a deep float serve to Frank Field. Tyler Penberthy, a nice high set. And great communication from Tyler Penberthy, giving him the angle call. Finds open court, open sand. The sand has been really good for the players here. It's extremely different from where we were last week in Manhattan Beach, especially all four of these guys playing in really deep sand there. This is jumper sand. It is really, really hoppy for the small guys. Gives them definitely an advantage being able to elevate, but ace serve there from Tyler Penberthy down the middle. Tags the line. 7-6. But expect some big swings and a lot of good defense today, as the sand's really easy to move in. Tyler Penberthy with a dig there. And another pick up and put away for Penberthy and Field. They have an 8-6 lead here as we switch sides. Just past the block of Kyle Friend there. Tyler Penberthy back to serve. Float serve down the line of Tim Brewster. And a double contact call. Came out just a little sticky. So another point earned for Penberthy and Field. 9-6 now, a 3-point lead. Wow, and tags the line off the block and in. Frank Field surprised he got that block. Thought it was out of bounds, but gets the line, and that is going to warrant a timeout from Brewster and Friend. 6-10 they trail, so just a few moments. We're going to take a word from our sponsors and be back in just a few.
Welcome to the Virginia Beach Tour Stop. Big shout out to a couple of hometown heroes here.
We want to thank Waste Management, a proud sponsor of the AVP. From recycling to renewable energy, working harder for a sustainable tomorrow.
After fighting each other out for first place year after year, on the tour now they join forces to come back to their hometown and try to dominate and win the Virginia Beach Open, part of the AVP Tour Series.
Brewster and Friend using their first timeout and only timeout here in this second set. Getting back to the court, all four of our athletes. Penberthy and Field, though, on a good little run after the side switch. So we're tied at 6-all, and then a 4-point run for them. So we have 10-6. Tyler Penberthy from Buffalo, New York. He is going to be back at the service line. Short float off the top of the tape to Kyle Friend, and a great pokey past the block of Frank Field. Kyle Friend puts that one away. Coming in with a nice hard approach. Kyle disguised that very well. And pokes it past the block. So that's Kyle back at the service line. Top spin serve from him, just a bit low into the top of the tape. So 11-7 now for Penberthy and Field. That's Frank Field back at the service line. See if he's going to stay aggressive with the topspin. Seems to be. Just down the deep seam to Tim Brewster. And a block for point, Tyler Penberthy. Wow, great press there from him back into the court. Great view there from our net cam. And that is a 5-point lead now for Penberthy and Field, 12-7. They're going to be looking to send this to a third set. And Kyle Friend just a bit low on the cut shot into the net. 13-7 now for Frank Field at the service line. We're going to take our technical next point. Looking to have a 7-point lead here potentially at the technical. Serve to Tim Brewster. Nice set out to the pin. Nobody up. Dug in the pocket of Tyler Penberthy. Wow, Kyle Friend with a swat block. Little slide approach, but Kyle Friend, great patience and net minding. Puts that one away. We're going to head to our technical timeout after that impressive block. So this is the first time we have been back to Virginia Beach since 2010 when Nick Lucena won on the men's side and April Ross won on the women's side. So we're looking to crown some new champions here for the first time in 12 years. So only the third time we've had an event here in 2000, 2001, and 2010. So a couple of names we've seen play this weekend. Avery Drost, one of those guys who played back in 2010.
Dude, I'm with you. I'm with you. Dude, I already had my dunks. I have no excuse. Dude, I'm AVP. I will have no matter how good I am. No matter how caffeinated I am and no matter.
So players coming out of our technical timeout. Penberthy and Field with a 5-point lead after dropping the first set 21-18. They're going to be looking to send this to a third set, but there's still a lot of volleyball left in this match, so Brewster and Friend are going to be trying to put this away in two as Tim Brewster serves down the middle, picked up by Frank Field. And that ball is out of bounds from Frank Field, and a real point earned for Brewster and Friend. So 9-13, working on closing that gap. Good pass there from Frank Field. That one out of bounds as well. Back-to-back real points. Deficit now down to only 3. Brewster and Friend on the comeback. Another serve on to Frank Field, seeing if he can find that rhythm, and a swing into the angle, just out of reach of Tim Brewster and put away. Good soft pass there from Frank, and good set and approach. Easy to put that one away. So Tyler Penberthy back at the service line. Oh, kept alive by Frank Field off the top of the block and free balled over. Kyle Friend running a back set and blown up down the line. Kyle Friend. Really good athleticism there from Frank Field to get the block touch, turn around, and get another good touch up.
It's all working. He's working 3 weeks.
Kyle Friend back at the service line, trailing 11-14, still trying to close this gap, and a good topspin serve. Hustled and down. Out of system ball put away by Kyle Friend, and that closes the gap to just 2 after being down 8-13 at the technical. And we're going to have a timeout here. Penberthy and Field losing a little bit of the momentum they had, but Brewster and Friend putting the pressure on them to finish out this second set and send it to a third. But don't go anywhere. We're going to have a quick word from our sponsors.
I'm Carrie Walsh-Jennings. I've played with lots of injuries and sore muscles. KT Tape has helped me push past the pain. Today, clinical studies prove what I've always known, that using KT Tape before, during, and after workouts can reduce muscle soreness. Whether it's the Olympics or the local gym, pain is pain.
Tape up with KT Tape, the #1 kinesiology tape. Use it for muscle soreness and many common injuries. KT Tape, train longer, finish stronger.
KT Tape works for me.
Welcome back to our round of 16 winners bracket here at the Virginia Beach Open Tour Stop. We are here in set number 2. Brewster and Friend won the first one 21-18, down here 12-14 in the second. But have made a good run here. Good run here in the second. Penberthy and Field were up 8-13 at the technical switch. And a side out there will give them a 3-point lead at 15-12. We're going to switch next point, though. Oh, and a good serve from Frank Field. Trickles off the top of the net and out of play. That'll be an ace for him, and we have 16-12 now as we switch sides.
The music's amazing. We got 16-12. 16, serving 12 now.
Frank Field back at the service line, ripping that top spin serve. A little off speed there. Block for point, Tyler Penberthy. Meeting Kyle Friend up at the net. Oh, let's take another good look at this. Perfect timing there from Tyler Penberthy. Getting them 1 point closer to sending this to a third set. 17-12 now for Frank Field. Top spin serve here. Keeping the speed on that one. Good hand set there. Oh, and Tim Brewster. Big lefty swing, little inside out. Down the line past the block of Tyler Penberthy that time. So 13-17. Tim and Kyle have some work cut out for them. They're going to end this in 2, but always an advocate for more volleyball. Frank Field, option ball from Tyler Penberthy, put away into the deep corner. So 18-13 now. Tyler back at the net now. Going to play some defense while Frank is up at the net. Short serve picked up by Friend. Good dig there from Frank Field. And put away into the angle. 19-13, just 2 points away. Great spot there from Frank Field. 19-13, Penberthy. Deep float serve onto Friend. And a roller into the angle for Kyle Friend will be a side out. 14-19.
serve.
Funny story that Brad just told me. It's Kyle Friend back at the service line. Topspin serve taken by Penberthy. And put away. We have set point number 1 for Penberthy and Field, 20-14.
We're doing something on this point.
1 point away for Tyler and Frank to send this to a third set. Serve low into the net from Frank Field. Staying aggressive with the topspin, but that one will find the top of the tape. And a side out for Brewster and Friend, 15-20. As Penberthy and Field have their second set point opportunity. Deep float serve there from Tim Brewster. Good high set from Penberthy, but Frank Field's going to drop that elbow just a little too much, and that swing will be into the top of the tape. So Brewster and Friend to earn a real one, but they're going to need a string of them here. They're going to end this in 2. So 16-20 for the 22-year-old Tim Brewster at the service line. Another float serve on to Frank. Cut shot will fall into the court from Frank Field, and that will do it for set number 2, 21-16. Brewster and Friend took the first one, 21-18, and we're going to head to a third set. More volleyball coming at you. Don't go anywhere.
Here on championship court.
It's the choices we make that define us.
Tryon Trevor is coming off a tough, heartbreaking loss.
And ultimately, the enemy is within. Some people want it. Some wish for it. But others make it happen.
Tryon Trevor is super lethal, bringing fire and passion to the court.
How will you take charge?
Welcome back to our round of 16 men's winners bracket. We are headed into a third set here on center court. Tim Brewster will be back to serve first, paired up with Kyle Friend, the 1 seed of this tournament here in Virginia Beach, taking on the qualifier team in Frank Field and Tyler Penberthy, the 27-year-olds. Frank Field out of Rhode Island and Tyler Penberthy out of New York, taking on the 2 that reside in Los Angeles, California. Deep float serve from Tim Brewster onto Frank Field. Shot picked up by Brewster. And a chopper through the top of the block will fall for a point, and Brewster and friends strike first, 1-0.
I know, sorry about that, buddy. We got 1-0 here at center. My bad, dude. Multitasking, you know, it's my way of screwing up more than one thing at a time. Timmy Brewster back to serve.
Tim Brewster at the service line now. Another deep float to Frank. I think they're going to stick with that strategy, and that one long of the end line. So a quick 2-0 start for Tim and Kyle. And not a lot of pace coming from Tim's serve, but his placement is forcing Frank just to use the whole length of the court. One a little shorter. That option ball from Tyler Penberthy will have Kyle Friend grabbing at the net, and that will be a side out for Penberthy in field 1-2. In this third set, we're going to switch every 5 points instead of 7. So in just 2 points, we're going to switch sides in this 1-15. The winner of this will go on to play the winner of match number 7, which is happening over on court 5. That's going to be Chris Vaughn and Jeff Samuels taking on Travis Mewurter and John Michael Plummer. As you can see this replay here, Tim Brewster, the swing into the angle for a side out, 3-1. Switching next point. Kyle Friend back to serve, ripping a top spin as well, off speed, over to field. Touched down the seam by Tim Brewster, but out of play. We're going to have 2-3 now. Penberthy in field. That is Tyler Penberthy back at the service line out of Buffalo, New York. Oh, and that serve just a bit low into the top of the tape. So Tim will go back to serve again, 4-2. Float serve on to Frank Field again. Faked option ball from Penberthy. And Frank Field with a low swing into the net. 5-2 now. 3-point lead for Brewster and Friend. Tim sticking with this float serve here. That deep float serve onto Frank Field. Another faked option from Penberthy. And a big swing from Frank Field, and Tim just couldn't get his hands up quick enough. Wow, what a swing. Hoping Tim is all right from that one. We're going to take a second to make sure he is. Frank Field blew that ball up into the angle. Tim was right there, just a little shallow. Giving Tim just a little extra time to make sure he's okay.
Timmy Brewster. We got 3-5 now.
Float serve now from, topspin serve now from Frank Field back at the service line. Kyle Friend will take that one. And Tim's vision still works. He gives Kyle Friend the right call down the line, 6-3. Kyle Friend will be back to serve now. 6-3. I'm going to switch next point. Good rip there from Kyle Friend. Pokey picked up by Brewster. And put over on 2 from Kyle Friend. Option ball picked up by Brewster, put in the perfect spot for Kyle Friend to put that one away. 7-3, so we switch sides.
Next is Kyle Friend here on center court. We got 7-3.
Top spin serve now. Trickles through the top of the tape and out of bounds on the option ball from Penberthy.
8-3.
Brewster and Friend keeping the pressure on from the service line. Another top spin serve from Kyle Friend down the line of Frank Field. And cut back cross court. Kyle Friend with a smart shot there to put that option away.
Kyle saying, hey, center court points are points.
9-3. Brewster and Friend taking over this set.
9-3 now.
So the loser of this set and this match will head over to the losers bracket, where they will play Nolan Albright and Tomas Goldsmith. But first, we're going to take a time out here on center. 10-3. Brewster and Friend with a commanding lead here in set number 3. Don't go anywhere. We're going to be back in just a moment after a word from our sponsors. A huge thank you to a proud sponsor of the AVP, Wilson, the official game ball and sponsor of the Beach and Grass Volleyball Tour, bringing you power and performance. Shop the optics ball at wilson.com.
Okay, Rick, maybe I will mic you up. Brilliant, brilliant. That was fantastic. Celebrate every part of it. Couldn't take my joke and make it better. Action back and away here on center court. Penberthy and Field taking on.
Teams returning to the court here on center.
Brewster.
But Brewster and Friend, a 7-point lead here in set number 3.
He has no idea what I'm talking about. As I tell you, it's a song from the 1900s when I was young. It's amazing. Check it out. Just saying. We got 10 serving 3 here as Mr. Kyle Friend going back to serve.
Kyle Friend with a rip of a topspin serve. But Penberthy will put that one away for a side out. 4-10. Tyler Penberthy will be the one back to serve. 4-10, looking to close this gap here. But Tim and Kyle, no strangers to third sets. Their first event was in Denver together, where they played three-set matches on to finish in a 7th place. So no strangers to this third set, 11-4, as you can see, and they're sitting pretty comfortably, but looking to put this one away as quickly as possible. 11-4, Tim Brewster. Oh, and a great serve there from Tim Brewster into the short line of Frank Field. Ace serve. 12-4. Tim just dropping that thumb, putting that into that short corner. That is such a hard serve to hit so consistently, but pulling out all the tricks here in this third set. Deep float serve now to Frank, going back to the usual high line for Frank Field. Will be a side out. 5-12.
This song goes out to Shirley. Frankie Field back to serve.
Frank Field at the service line now. Going with the float serve now instead of the topspin, which you saw in first and second set. Picked up the cut shot from Tim Brewster. Frank Field, that cut shot's going to be out of bounds. And so we have 13-5, just 2 points away now for Tim and Kyle to move on to the round of 8. So their next match won't be until about 3:30 if they win this one. So we'll have some rounds of contenders first. Topspin serve from Kyle Friend. And a swing from Penberthy through the top of the block of Friend, and we'll get a side out there, 6-13.
6-13.
So we're going to switch the next point, multiples of 5. Penberthy at the service line. Option ball from Tim Brewster will be just a bit low and into the top of the tape. 7-13 as we switch sides in this third set.
Penberthy back to serve now.
And a chopper down the line. Kyle Friend gives Tim their first match point opportunity. So 14-7 now. Tim and Kyle looking to put this one away here. Again, the winner of this will move on to the winner's bracket. Well, they will face the winner of Jeff Samuels and Chris Vaughn taking on Travis Murder and J.M. Plummer at 3:30 here on center court.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, put your hands together.
And that will do it here on center court. 15-7. Brewster and Friend take set number 3. And we'll move on to our round of 8 in the winner's bracket. Tyler Penberthy and Frank Field will head over to the loser's bracket where they will face Tomas Goldsmith and Nolan Albright, who lost their first match, but they're playing in about an hour over on court 2. Don't go anywhere. We're going to have more volleyball coming up for you after this. We have Donahue and Burek taking on Avery Dross and Trace Frischman. Some more men's open action from Virginia Beach here in just a few moments.
At Corner Bakery, we're making your choice simple with Choose 2 options every day. Choose 2 of your favorites and turn a simple lunch into a perfectly paired meal. And we're not talking about a few Choose 2 options. Pair up any sandwich or panini, any cafe fresh salad or warm simmering soup, or any pan sauteed pasta. So many kitchen crafted options, so little time. Your perfect Choose 2 combination is waiting at the Corner Bakery.
Those radio gym shorts that you have from college, they're done. Get them out of here. It's time to upgrade your short game with the one from Fabletics Men.
We love them. Your girlfriend will be stealing these. They're the best.
This fabric fixes another major issue, fit.
It's got this crazy stretch to it that looks so cute when I do my yoga or errands or like literally anything. They're the most comfortable, best feeling, luxe-tastic fabric that we have ever worn.